Hey guys, so I got another HPA gun to do a video on. So this is actually a Polar Star fusion engine. So I do fusion engines every now and again. So this guy found this KRYTAC used. Basically when he had it shipped to me, and the gun was completely taken apart, and there was literally no packing material inside of the box. The barrel was sticking out of the end of the box, and basically the regulator that was included, which is a Ninja LPR, the gauge totally snapped off of it. The tank, which is a Ninja tank that was included, is in extremely bad shape. It's dirty all around the edges, just like the threads are filled with just dirt and dust, like it hasn't been used in years and left outside. So overall pretty bad shape on the tank and regulator setup. The fusion engine was in the lower. I took it out and I dusted it off on the outside of the engine, cleaned off what I could, and then installed the new trigger and then threw it back into the little receiver and then tuned the settings. So I'm just going to start from the back and go to the front on this gun. So we have a Magpul CTR stock here, metal buffer tube, which is actually a G&G buffer tube, a KWA end plate, sling plate, just totally random. This gun is Franken. The person that owned it just threw everything random on it. It's got the KRYTAC Defiance grip and the KRYTAC Trident Mark II receiver with the KRYTAC rail. This is a KRYTAC SPR, so it's the longer version, 16-inch barrel I think is what it is, and then I believe this is a 12 or 14-inch rail. Standard components on the outside. The front has a suppressor on here, which is not foam filled, I don't think. Well, okay, there's like 2 rings of foam in there, 1 or 2, so not much. And then there's the quick detach flash hider, which is pretty cool. No barrel wobble. It's like a very, very solid setup, obviously being KRYTAC. Now the hop-up unit was also completely cracked when I received it, so I had a spare KRYTAC hop-up, so I put that in here. Stock KRYTAC barrel, stock KRYTAC bucking. Also, the valve here leaks. It is a V12 valve. It leaks like crazy. V12 valves are garbage. I don't know what happened to the fusion engine one, but it wasn't included. Obviously, the person that sold this to this customer included the crappiest V12 valve there is. So I'll send him a link so that he can buy a Polar Star or a Wolverine one. It's not hard to find them. You just order one that's like probably under $10 with shipping. So he'll do that. He'll probably be able to replace that on his own. Other than that, just an optic, maybe like a foregrip of some sort. Other than that, the gun shoots great. I'd recommend high caps and flash mags. We're going to test a mid cap with .3s, but I'm not confident that it's going to feed. Alright, so I got my regulator at 85 PSI, 85, this is the Redline SFR, and we're at 2400 in my tank, so we'll see the efficiency. I'm going to try to count. We got .2s in a Banff mid cap. Let's see what it shoots. 377, 386, 386, 389, 393, 394, 396, 393, 393, 391, 394, 395, 393, 394. So the first few shots were kind of all over the place, and we're hovering exactly at 395 now. 384, 394, 397, 396, 397, 392, 393, 382. So that's a drop. Every now and again it'll drop, which is interesting. 385, 390, 393, 395. We'll test joules and feet per second with .3s. When I was shooting .3s out of this, I didn't have any sorts of consistency issues. So it might just because it has such a light BB in it. But again, he's not going to play with 2s. So let's go ahead and do a chrono reading on full auto. 27.7 rounds a second. It's almost 28 at 394 feet per second with a .2. That's 1.44 joules. Let's just finish off this mag and then do 3s through it. Go ahead and test a mid cap with .3s. Okay, let's set the chrono for .3s. 353, 355, 354, 354. See, again, like I said, it's so much more consistent with the heavier BBs. 354, 355, 354, 354, 353, 358, 357, 354, 353. Again, so much more consistent with the heavier BB. 1.74 joules with a 0.3. Try it with a flash mag. Obviously, perfect feeding, and it's hitting pretty hard. This is extremely consistent, extremely. So, no complaints there whatsoever. Again, range 200 feet easy with a 0.3. Oh yeah, probably further. Alright, so let's use 0.25s out of this bid cap and see how the feeding is. Going to adjust the hop up. He said he wanted to play with 2.5s. Perfect. Pretty good. It skipped it a few times, but pretty dang good. No problems with it. I might take it out and play with it this Sunday, actually, because I am going to go play, so I might do that. I'll ask his permission, of course, but I might go get some gameplay with it. Forgot to shoot it without the suppressor on it. It's pretty loud, but yeah. Actually sounds really good without it, quite honestly. But that's that. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.